All right, we are live. Welcome everybody uh to this probably very uneventful but very important stream nonetheless on how to put all these different incidents that have been going on with the cult of Scientology into a giant docket of discovery. So today I'm going to be putting together a whole bunch of different spreadsheets of incidents, and we're going to publish all of that to a GitHub so that people can parse it for ease of use. And you'll see me working on the side here. I realized I haven't set up my GitHub account yet, so we got to set up some extra steps on the GitHub, and then everybody will be able to actually have access and see all this different discovery materials. So let's go ahead and make it happen, and I'll walk you guys through as I go through here. I'll probably be silent on some parts, but just wanted to do this and really as a way to keep myself on topic here. But let's do this. All right, so today basically we're just going to be publishing all this stuff on GitHub, making sure the GitHub works, the repo is public, and organizing some hierarchies on the repo. I noticed that people have different spreadsheets hanging around, so we're going to fix all that. And let's do this. And real quick, I'm going to go let people know that we're going live here. For those that this is your first time, welcome. We're basically doing some discovery organization, but for the past year, for all the different types of incidents that have gone on, really all across the world, be it in LA, in Texas, New York, Massachusetts, Chicago, and so forth. There's been some worldwide protests surrounding Scientology, and I'm gonna put together a whole bunch of discovery materials, and eventually I'll make some piecemeal videos showing you guys all the different steps involved, condensing all this. But figured, you know what the heck, I'm here, might as well live stream as I go through it. So let's see. Oh hey, we got some it's all good. Figured this will be like a long study stream, so keep you guys are more than welcome to come and go. Basically, I'm just gonna do my best to put all this and organize it. There's a lot of crap left and right, and I want to keep these streams specific to Scientology related stuff. I have other channels that are dedicated to other content, and yeah, this will be a chill study stream. Trying to see if I can play some chill music for you guys. Let's see. Add some, what do they call it? Some lo-fi music where it's not copyrighted, so there we go. Keep you guys entertained. All right. Then we'll add a little audio capture. Okay. There you go. We're legit now. There you go. Alright, let's get to it. Alright. Whole bunch tabs and spreadsheets, man. For those of you that don't know what GitHub is, you're about to learn. GitHub is probably one of the world's most powerful document sharing social media platform that nobody really uses except for code, but the cool thing is you can use it for mass stuff like this as well. So it's really the best way to share documents. All right. See, we gotta log in the GitHub first. So we got two GitHubs. We gotta go to this one first. So a while back I made a dedicated GitHub. And I'll share that with you guys here just shortly. I just want to make sure it still works. All right, cool. Still works. So if you guys don't know, this GitHub that I'm about to share will basically be the go-to. That will be the go-to portfolio where all of these records are sustained over time. So rather than have all these disparate Google spreadsheets and whatnot, I'm gonna publish all of them here. And I'll explain that in the chat too. So rather than have various spreadsheets everywhere, all the documents will be consolidated here. And you guys can't see my screen yet because I'm setting it up properly, so don't want you to see this just yet, but it's going to be important that we do this first. Okay. Get a setup key. Just setting up some security settings here. Oops. Okay, we'll do that add. They update that. Some subtasks. So first we gotta document hierarchy. Spreadsheet tabs. Okay, so that's that. And then we go back here and set this guy up. Okay, save that. We're gonna add a pass for sure. For sure, we're gonna add that key. All right, so I'll show you guys just real quick. Gotta load this here first. So I haven't even finished setting up the public profile, but this should be good now. And then I'll show you guys the GitHub. How that looks. Oh, pop that off. The audio real quick. Show you the GitHub. So this is the official GitHub profile, and I'm just setting up the profile so that people know where to find us. And gotta set up the different socials first. But this is it, guys. This profile will contain all of our documents. And the best part is, for those of you that don't know about GitHub, it's a version control system. So when we make changes, not only will you be able to see who made the change and what the change was and when, but you'll have the option to revert a document to a previous change and essentially fork a copy of your own and make whatever extended version you want to do out of it. This is the power of GitHub. It's a very powerful platform for version control and document sharing. So GitHub is the way. All right, I'm going back to, you can go and I'll show you this one. So that's GitHub. Okay. We'll do all of our socials here. And I had to set up all these socials first, and now that they got all sorts of 2FA. They are golden. Those bad boys are golden. We can do Los Angeles, CA. I'm gonna public. Everything public. Switch. And I can set back the little study music for you guys. There you go. All right. So we got all that. All that set up. All right, great. Now that the profile is set up, now we go. Now we go make a project. Or excuse me, repo. So let's call this repo, what do you want to do? One giant repo or one smaller one? Let's see what GPT has to say. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to do one mega repo or mini repos. Thinking one god tier repo. Let's see what GPT says though. Several different. Yeah. So right with right. I'll show you guys what GPT says. Here is what GPT says. Go ahead back here, show you. No, don't want to show that. So that's what we're working with. GPT says these are some considerations if you want to make one giant monolithic repo, or if you want to do like a, you know, decentralized ones. Each interrelated case gets its own. I think we'll do one. We'll do a giant monolith. We will call this, we'll do this a monolith for discovery. Yeah. We'll call this discovery. So we'll call this that Scientology discovery. And then this will contain just the discovery. Contains all preliminary discovery. Catalog into various police officers. Firefighters. Yeah, we'll do that. That makes a lot more sense in my eyes. I don't know about you, chat, but that makes a lot more sense to me. Because that way, yeah, you can just do that. Do a README file. We'll do a license. What license do I want to put this under? Don't know the unlicensed. Okay, that's what I thought. So it is the okay. Cool, we'll do that. Because ultimately that is the goal. Although, yeah, we'll do that for now. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Because eventually we'll change all this and there'll be controls on when it gets uploaded. So for now, I think overall, since the grand scheme of things, this is going to be universally public, we can make it completely unlicensed. And then we'll change that. Cool. All right, so that's good. We'll leave that for now. All right. So there's the GitHub repo itself. And let's see. Cool. We can figure all that out later. So there you go, guys. And let me see. Does that work? Yes, it does. There it is. That's the official repo. Cool. So that's all set up then. What we got done. And then here is where we build out the hierarchy. So I'm thinking the hierarchy is a table for each. I think we leave it, yeah, table for each. So what are the tables I want to see? Tables I want to see. All law enforcement interactions physically in person. Everywhere. Name, rank, badge, time, date, location, summary, incident summary, incident ID, Police obtained. Add call obtained. Body cam obtained. If no, when was? If no, was attempt FOIA made? Yes. Date of FOIA request. And that basically gets repeated 3 times. So this gets repeated 3 times. It's 3. Right, because you have for the report, for the cat call and the body cam. I'm going to remove that over here. All right, so that's all taking shape. So that's one table. Okay. So if no was when was the request made, then we need media attach of proof of FOIA request. We have to verify that somebody actually made the request and not just say they did without actually doing it. And then we need the proof of no. Then we need the media attachments for police report / CAD / body cam. That's that. That's the table. All right, that's one table. Another table is another table chat. Pull up my spreadsheet here. For cops or for firefighters, that's what it is. All physical interactions with firefighters. In person everywhere. So same thing, you know. Name, rank, badge, type, team. We should flip these actually. Boom. Instant ID, incident summary. There we go. And then these, more often than not, don't have a police report. These likely just have cat call. And there's no body cam. Because what we're gonna do, I'll put that here. Instances that have both firefighters and cops. We're gonna log that as a police interaction. What we're going for here is exclusively just firefighters. So that's what we'll do. We'll draw that hard line in the sand, and frankly, it'll be easier that way too, because technically there will be a police report, whereas with a firefighter responding, there likely won't be anything of the sort. It'll just be a CAD data. And they don't have body cam footage, so not something that we have to worry about there, so that's good. It makes life that much easier. All right. If no, was FOIA made? If yes, data FOIA. And we gotta copy that. And then, of course, media attachments of proof of FOIA request. And then media attachments for CAD data. Great. And then the next table that will be very important is list of all names of characters. So includes everyone. So this will be streamers, police, firefighters, government officials, neighborhood councils, yeah. And for here, we're gonna want to, what are we gonna want to, so yeah, same thing. So name, we're gonna want to categorize them, so we'll probably just call them like title, so like streamer slash government slash police slash fire. Whoops. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Firefighter. NC for neighborhood council. Although they technically are government, like, I mean, they are the government. They are sworn in government reps, even though they're just regular people. And of course we'll do cult affiliates. We'll figure that out in more detail. And then of course the place that they were found originally. Organization. Um Flip those two. What do we call organization title? I don't know, but location where first found. Okay. And then date of where first found. Yeah, that should be good. Should be good enough. Good enough there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I think we're done with this too, because we're gonna compile it all. But the way it's gonna work is I'll publish one like Excel workbook containing everything, and then publish each table separately as a CSV file. So that way it can be parsed. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. I think that's what GPT would want me to do too. Similar to Markdown, what's it's an easily parsed. LMs and get to easily track over time as new commits are made to it. Ah, interesting. So it's actually saying do it in YAML. YAML or JSON. I guess so. YAML would be easier to read. I guess that makes sense. What about CSV, or is that too difficult for a track? I'll show you guys what I'm looking at now. I'm basically going back and forth on let's see. I don't know why that is being weird. Do window capture. Alright, so you guys see what I'm seeing now. So basically these tables that I mentioned earlier, what data type should I put them on? And my guess is very likely it'll be YAML. And basically I can have GPT spit out all this stuff. I can just feed it the rows and tell it, I want you to, for this table, like table everyone name, which will be here. It'll have a randomly generated ID, not necessarily sequentially, but just a random one. Yeah, that works. We'll do that. Great. Or JSON. Either one really works. This one I don't like as much, but cool, we'll do that. All right. Cool. All right. So it is. So we'll write that we've decided as a YAML file. Great. Now that we got all that sorted out of the way, now we can begin copy pasting all the different spreadsheets that people have onto one mega sheet. And that one mega sheet will be the way. It is the way. So I have one for LAPD interactions. That's great. Let's go ahead and fire up that guy. Yeah, that works. That works. Yeah, I'm stoked, man. This is all coming together very nicely. This is the hardest part. Once this is over with, like, it is Smooth sailing from here. This is it. All right. Cool, cool. Slap all of these guys in here. Okay. All cops. All right. Great, somebody already has it. Pull that out. Go in here. View only. Okay, perfect. Okay. So we need, again, we need yeah, see, because some of these, the way they've done it is they've spread out each by name. Right, so there's a difference between having just a raw list of every cop and listing where they've shown up to versus what I think is much more, that makes much more sense, which is you do by incident. Right, because some of the stuff, it's been organized where they're organizing based off the name of the cop, not the name, not by the instance. And really, that doesn't really help you much, because if you have it organized by instance, then you can filter out by name and you can draw similarities. So I don't like that. Whereas if you have it by instance, then you're golden, right? You immediately have the context of this is why this person's name is appearing for this particular issue. Let's see. Oh, somebody chatted. Mistakes. Oh, okay. What's your feedback? Let's hear it. I am open to feedback. What do you got? Also, I love the little cowboy hat. That's hilarious. What do you got? Because basically what's happening is this is underestimating ability of them to spoil data if they can find any way to do so. Not really sure what you mean by that. It's pretty general. What do you mean specifically, like? While you're explaining that, I'm gonna start doing this. They will corrupt data. Yeah, so are you talking like LAPD burning police reports and then claiming they don't exist? Is that what you mean? Because if so, that would have already happened, regardless of whether we're doing this. So I don't know if that's what you mean specifically. Mainly the cult of burning. Oh, well, that's also the thing. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. That's not really the point, right? The point is that the videos are the evidence. And so fundamentally, it doesn't matter really at the end of the day if they being LAPD or LAFD or LASD or any other department. It really doesn't matter if they burn police reports, if they burn cat calls, if they burn insert anything else. All right, it really doesn't matter because it's the live stream footage itself that will not be burned, that is already ingrained and cataloged. So when it gets brought as a claim forward, right, and you submit discovery, the video via the live stream is the proof to state that the incident did in fact happen, that there is in fact a record of it. And we know that the only possibility, if any agency is claiming that they don't have the record on hand, is they are, even if they don't explicitly state it, they're literally admitting that they're burned the fucking record. And so that's the point, right? It doesn't matter that they are going to, because I guarantee you if they haven't already, they are. So I understand what you're saying though. So it's I get what you're saying. But yeah, that's the whole point of the streams, right? It doesn't matter if they any agency really burns the record. But yeah, it happens all the time. I'm literally going through it right now with the Southeast. Date, time. Xenu Ted, I sent the information to start on what to ask for on CPRAs to sue. I don't even understand what information you should be asking for on a CPRA. Alright, well, cool. Alright, great. Copied over, that's good. Obviously, man, you gotta take a chill pill. Obviously, it's not just the cat calls. That's goofy. It's obviously not just the cat calls. Underestimating, dude. I'm about to time you out. All right, this is some weird like parasocial thing. You gotta chill. All right, this is literally the first pass at this. Nobody else has organized any of this stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there. Just gotta calm down. All right, just calm down. Nobody's underestimating nobody here. Yeah, of course, you know, if anybody thinks they can do better, I welcome it, you know. Copy me on a community post, show what you got, put it all together for us. Go do it. Make all the records requests. Make a stream. Show how it's done. Put it all together. Centralize it. Create a Dropbox link. Store all the data. Put all the filings together. Nobody's stopping you. Go for it. Got that. I think that's all that spreadsheet's there, so that's good. And guys, you don't even understand. I have literal dozens of messages of people saying, do XYZ, do XYZ. And I tell them all the same. Why don't you just do it then? Why don't you guys just put it together? I'll happily market and advertise the crap out of it. Like, it really is just that simple. Save me some hours here, and I will happily, if you are gonna organize it all neatly and compile it all beautifully and, you know, explain it, go for it. I'm all for it. Honestly, that would be fantastic. Save me hours of work. start capturing some of the screenshots, and then we'll get GPT to basically take all those names and incidents and populate it as raw text that you can easily copy paste, and that'll be another table. Start logging some screenshots of there we go. It was so weird, like I got so many people saying, just use the mind map, just file the mind map. Like that's not how it works. Really, this has got nothing to do with Excel tables. Like we're building a whole database and it's everything. But the fundamentals 100% are the simple requests for CPRAs on the CAD calls, the police reports, and even if it gets rejected, you make the filing for the body cam footage anyway. Because just because one city might reject you doesn't mean that every city will. But you do have to make that filing, though. That's 100%, because then that's a claim, right? There's 4 suits, there's 4 civil suits. You have one against police, you have one against city government, you have one against individuals, and you have one against corporations. So inevitably, when a CPRA or any other public records request goes on deaf ears, that's a civil suit. You follow through with that. You sue for those records and you have that battle. And even if the records themselves don't get turned over, at the end of this case, you basically are looking for the agency to admit really that they have the records. They're just not going to turn them over to you. That's another point that you use. And this is exactly what happened if you take a look at the proceedings with the People's Coalition that in Los Angeles, the people behind Watch the Watchers. This is exactly what they went through. And inevitably, they accumulated whatever the LAPD didn't shred on officers and turned it over. So, but they did the same thing. They went through the same battle that we're going through now, except theirs wasn't specific incidents that they were looking for with police. It was primarily against just a suit against the city. Well, excuse me, the LAPD, but not against individuals within LAPD. It was the police department. And I believe there was also another claim that was made, in fact, against the city. So again, 2 of those 4 civil suits. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Cop 1 serial, last name, first name. Cop 2 serial, last name, first name. Cop 3 serial, last name, first name. Cool, yep, that's great. And then we'll put another one for title. Or, excuse me, rank. It'll be cop 1 rank. I'll show you guys what like this, the making of these table schemas is the hardest thing, man. But once it's done and it's done. So like I'll show you an example of what I've got over here. Where's table? I think I can just copy it straight like this, actually. There it is. Figured that wouldn't show all of them, but basically, right? This is a table of incidents. And for this table, I want it to be organized by physical incidents where cops showed up. There was a physical interaction. And you log the name of each cop in that table. Rather than what was done before, which was just a mega list of, you know, this, but it did not group the date and time. Meaning you could have had interactions that were so like you could have had 3 cops, or in this case it's actually 4. You could have 4 cops from different divisions all show up, but instead it gets itemized as separate incidents, which it's not. And with this table, it's really doing the work of grouping all the incidents already, specifically by grouping the cops based on date and time. Not based on the call service, but based on the date and time. Yeah. So it's turning out pretty good so far. Yeah, it's turning out pretty good so far. And then from here, right, what you'll be able to do is you can do these other more non-tightly coupled tables. Yeah. And that'll be great. Yeah, that'll be great. All right, cool. I think I'm calling it here. That was a good amount of work. The platform is finished. Establish a document hierarchy. We'll organize it as an Excel workbook, but then we'll split each of the tables basically as a YAML file. And then we've already done this. And we already finished doing what the table schema is going to look like for the first pass. So really the only thing that's left is this. Actually publishing it. And that won't happen for some time. But I will give you... I'll give you a preview of what all that schema looks like. But it is coming together. I found some of the people's spreadsheets that they've made, so I'll keep following up with those folks. And yeah, I figure, you know, give it about a month or two for all this to be properly cataloged up until, you know, December of 2024, all the incidents that have taken place since then. And then from there is where you can effectively move forward to put claims. And from claims, file official filings, and then get a hearing. So I figure within the next 3 to 6 months, realistically, there will be, you'll start to see hearing dates. Yeah, I think that's a realistic expectation. And they can be very simple hearings, right? People are expecting some like grand, ultimate, mega, singular case, and that's just not how it goes. It's gonna be dozens upon dozens of relatively seemingly benign suits, but they're not. And that's the difference. It's those small suits all happening in conjunction. You know, claims against the city, claims against the police, claims against individuals, claims against corporations. All of that happening. So yeah, all right. See you guys next time. Peace out.